Hello YouTube, you guys out there, and welcome to another video of mine. That time actually I'm in person. I don't want and like to make many in-person videos because some people hate that and want to troll us and spam us, and I don't want to fight with people on the net. It's a war you cannot actually win. And I want to make a review about my Castlevania collection. I don't want to make a big video, and I will not go to details about each of the game. I'm just going to show you my collection and say my personal opinion about the games. And I will start with a classic Castlevania game. That actually is not mine, it's from a friend of mine that he actually gave it to me because his NES console is broke down. I have an NES, I have bought it a couple of years back if I remember correctly. I have paid about 30 euros, was used in a really good condition though. And he gave me this and some other games to play in the NES library. I have played enough games, most of them on emulators, but that one, especially that one, I have played original and beat it on the NES with my friend that he gave it to me, and we really enjoyed. We had a lot of fun. It's a great game, hard game of course, but a great game. Those old games was the hardest. Actually, the first Castlevania game I have played was the Castlevania Adventure on Game Boy, and was hard as hell the first time I have played. Really hard. Okay, let's go now to some other console. On PS1, I don't take it chronologically on or with consoles with the times. I just show you my collection. Here it is another game from the PS1. The second actually was released for the PS1, if I remember correctly. The first one, of course, Symphony of the Night, was the best Castlevania I have ever played. The two favorite of mine was Super Castlevania 4 and Symphony of the Night was my personal favorite as a Castlevania games. That actually it reminds a lot of Super Castlevania. That could easily released on SNES, was not have great animations or anything. The first time I think that was released on a PC, on an older PC. I don't remember now which PC was that. One of the old PCs. On an Amiga, I think. I think that even in Amiga there's a Castlevania game. Not better, of course, than the NES version. I loved and liked a lot the NES version of the Castlevania. Anyway, that was actually a really hard Castlevania game and really good. I really enjoyed it. And they had a kick-ass soundtrack as well. I think it has a remix soundtrack in it and an interview with the Garasi. Okay, let's go to another Castlevania now and another console. Let's go to N64. I don't know about you people, but that Castlevania game was one of the biggest scenes from Konami, and not only. Like the biggest scene that the company have many sinners behind it. And yes, you look one of the sinners that have played and beat that game originally. Yes. In that game was not actually hateful because of the gameplay, though I can forgive them for that because it was the first attempt to release a 3D Castlevania game. One of the biggest and shittiest thing that they did with that game and hateful thing was that they actually didn't place a battery inside the cartridge so you can save your data, but instead, because they have seen Sony and the other companies, thought that would be a good idea to release memory cards to play games like that. And it was a really cheap way to do that, Nintendo and Konami. Actually, it's not Konami's fault for that, it's Nintendo's fault. Yes, I will tell it again, Nintendo. The attempt was not so bad, but they tried to copy some other survival horror games and make it more survival horror style like the Resident Evil games, and it was not fitted to that style of game. Castlevania games is not survival horror, it's action-based games. Okay, let's go now to another platform. Let's go to GBA, Game Boy Advance. the Game Boy Advance series. Okay, let's start from the first one. Circle of the Moon. That devil actually was one of the hardest Castlevania games I have ever played. I don't know about you guys, but when I have first played on my Game Boy Advance, I have a lot of trouble beating it. And you need at least 60 or 70 level to beat Dracula in the end. It's really, really hard, the game, generally. A really enjoyable game, but really, really hard. And I hate the arena that they have put inside. The arena, it was the hardest place on the entire game. I hate the arena. Okay. Let's go to the second one. That game actually is really good. Much easier than the first one, of course. Much, much easier. I have beat it, enjoyed it a lot, but I hate the music. The music was awful. Worse than an NES game, if you ask me. Yes, yes. Was really, really good game. Though was one of the first Castlevania that you actually don't see Dracula in person. You can actually fight with his soul, Dracula's wraith, in the end. It's really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. Really good game. That looked like a lot Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Let's go to the other one now. The third one. The third one, Castlevania, was a little better than the second one. But they introduced us here a new battle style with souls and some new stuff to search for, and they introduce us Alucard style character, Soma Cruz. The artwork here is awesome. I really love the artwork as well in those particular two. It's from the all-known artists that have made some other artworks for Castlevania games. It's really good game. It introduces a new battle system and a new character with a new story. But here we don't have Dracula in the end. I don't say that that was a bad thing, because Dracula all the time, they must change it to some other final boss, so they can make changes in the storyline of the game, and not only. A really good game, and it's in the future, like some other Castlevania games, like the Bloodlines, that you can actually travel the world, and you are in the future, not in the past. Okay, that was the Game